and welcome to Sports Betting Illuminated, where we play with the house and not against it. I'm your host, Ariel Miller, author of Sports Betting Illuminated, an AI-powered path to profit. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Who's excited to play with the house and not against it tonight? I am ready for some wins, and we have been doing so far so good. These plays of the day have been hitting, and it's just so wonderful seeing all of you here. Welcome in, Victor. Hello, you got here so early. It's so nice seeing all of you. Brian, hello. Ken Leo, welcome in. Hello, Derek. I saw DJ Ray here as well. And hello, Chuck Science. Hello, David. So wonderful seeing all of you. Who's ready to start winning? You know, usually these chats are coming in on the big screen over here. So I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. But in the meantime, I can see you in this little chat box. Yeah, and it's so wonderful having you all here this evening. I'm so glad you already cashed over today as per the email. I love when we start our day off with a win, winning before we even get on the show. And if you would like to be a part of these free daily emails, if you haven't already subscribed, hey DJ Ray, if you haven't already subscribed, all of these emails are available to sign up at arielcalista.com. All you have to do is just click on the little button that says stay in touch. That's it. You go click on the button, you go to the stay in touch form, put in your email, and voila, you're signed up for my free daily emails just like that. That's right. DJ Ray linked it right here in the comments, so easy peasy to get to. It's free. It goes out every day, full of sports news, some of my plays of the day, and that's why we're able to start these live streams off with a win. So I love that. Cheers to that. I am drinking some of my rosé this evening. Today was a little bit of a weird day, like looking at all of the games, but honestly, I still did find a lot of plays. So, you know, even though it's kind of like a bit of an off day. Oh yes, thank you so much also DJ Ray for linking in my Substack. I have been writing some wonderful articles in Substack. You could subscribe over there if you would like to support some of the work that I'm doing, you know, and we're really doing deeper dives into sports handicapping, into statistics and probability, and all of these different factors that can really affect your performance as a professional bettor. Yeah, I'm still in Philly right now. It's a little chilly out today, to be honest, but Vegas is also kind of cold and rainy right now, so just like a whole, like across the country kind of thing. I also apologize in advance for any lag that is happening. I see there's a little bit of a lag going on, you know, between my computer and this. I'm trying to diagnose it. Thanks so much for using my emotes. My emotes are available on Rumble. That's right, just Rumble. I have to hit 500 subscribers on YouTube to get the emotes, but we are slowly getting there. So everyone just tell someone you know to come and subscribe, and we will be there soon enough. So yeah, I am going to hit my straight today because you know what I always say. This is what I have. Sit back, relax, and get your mind right to win some wagers. Oh, this is a good one. What is my favorite sport to bet on? You know, I gotta admit, I love like football season because that is really where like my ROI has been able to shine. Like truthfully, having consistent ROIs like year after year in the NFL, 2022 was 32%. 2023 was 47%, and then 2024 was 38% in the NFL. So, you know, that has been like a lot of fun, but I gotta admit, I really like baseball as well, just because there's so many different games. It really allows me to play like a lot more units throughout the season. So, you know, just for example, you know, when I first started betting like 2022 in NFL, you know, I was only playing 136 units versus baseball, you know, which was 414 units. So a lot more like bets like, and you know, it's fun. A lot more activity, I feel like, as a gambler, even though of course football is so much fun, and love seeing how involved everyone like gets during that season. That's right, DJ Ray. Everyone, if you could just hit the like button, give me a thumbs up. It's free, it's easy, and it definitely helps boost me in the algorithm. That would be that would be so great. And especially like as a small creator like I am, you know, every thumbs up, every comment, all of that is so important. Seriously, it really does help us grow, and you know, hopefully like this channel will start, you know, getting some action, being seen out there by a few more people. So oh, that is a good question. Hey Spencer, how are you? What is the over under on the thumbs tonight? Good question. All right. I know we've been talking about basketball a lot lately, so today the strain that I am smoking, which I think you guys are really gonna like, is called Triple Double. This is an indica dominant hybrid, and the THC levels range from 18 to 22%. But what's really great about this strain is it's great for people who want to eat more, you know, who currently have like suppressed appetites. A lot of people, you know, who are going through cancer often have like, you know, they just can't eat. And you know, the strain really helps boost your appetite, and it has a unique flavor profile of pear and mint and mango. So let's enjoy some of this triple double and let's get our minds right to win some wagers. That is perfect. The golden cannabis leaf. That is perfect to get this show started. That's how I feel. Golden cannabis leaf with my golden hair. And I'm obviously like a cannabis girl, so. I need like an emote with me coming out of a golden cannabis leaf. That would be wild. I wonder if there's any graphic designers in our audience. Oh no. You would what? No, don't give me like thumbs downs. Oh no, you mean like giving you losing plays? I get it. No, I'm not gonna do that. We're all gonna get winners here tonight. We're building our community. But I would love if you shared this show and told your friends. That would be super great, because you know, we have had consistent success, and it's proven over all of these streams. I mean, you could go back and check my win rates. It's documented. And we're just going to keep doing that tonight, looking at these games very methodically, you know, with a lot of analysis, and looking at some of the market factors that are driving some of these moves. Thanks so much for all the hearts. I love seeing them flying across my screen. Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm too nice. I don't want anyone losing their hard-earned money, that's for sure. All right, let's dive right on in. You know, we already had that winner earlier today, which was the over in the Cardinals Angels game. That was great. Quick little win. Now I wanted to talk about the Diamondbacks versus Yankees game. The Yankees run line in particular. This is a 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern game. And this Yankees run line, they opened up as underdogs. They opened up at +1.5, minus 205, I'm sorry, minus 205. They quickly flipped after it opened to become favorites, -1.5, +170. Level 5 money really just piled in there, and then it kept going in the right direction. If you're following this run line, then the odds shifted from +170 to +142. So that was a pretty big move. I did play this at +166. But that was a pretty big move, just showing that, this is still going in the right direction, even with all of the level 5 pro money on it. It's pretty sharp. Very sharp as well. I do just want to check this one game, but yeah, I still feel strongly about the Yankees run line, and I'm sure anyone watching the Yankees right now is going, holy cow. Crazy. One other game that I did highlight on the morning report, which, I'm looking at right now, was the Tigers-Mariners game. So if you did sign up for the free daily report, hey, Red Pill. Yeah, this was one of those lines that started getting a little shaky, I'm not gonna lie, but watching it right now, yeah, Mariners are ahead, but we'll see. I mean, anything can happen. It does seem like, we're really in the last few minutes of this game. Truthfully, I was looking at this Tigers run line earlier today, so let me just give you some of my analysis on this and how, I really kind of was watching this line, but I stopped really liking it at the last moment. This was because the Tigers money line opened up at -110, right? And then it moved out to -127 on level 3 pro money. So looking very sharp. The money was moving in the right direction. The line was moving along with the money, but then it went to -125. So the money really kind of backed out at that moment. It fell to level 1 money. A lot of the pros just kind of disappeared, and that's that's when I started getting a little weird about this line. So I'm glad you guys have been watching this and paying attention to this like I have. I mean, obviously, like, anything can happen in these last few minutes, so keep me posted. But yeah, that's kind of my analysis on this game, especially when it came back and then the sharp money really started disappearing. Obviously, new information came in where the sports books and the sharps just didn't feel as confident about this game as they did before. Well, that happens sometimes, but hey. Anyways, we do still like the Yankees run line, that's for sure. It's still looking very good. All right, now speaking, we are rolling into the 2-minute drill. I'm sure you guys want to talk about these new torpedo bats. So we'll be talking about that in a 2-minute drill and a little bit more after that. So stay with me. And if you have any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat. All right, let's get started. Baseball has long been a sport steeped in tradition, but a groundbreaking new innovation is shifting the balance. And this time it's not in the batter's box, but rather is in the lab. Ariel, a physicist with a doctor from MIT, is the mind behind the New York Yankees' new torpedo bat. This is a game-changing piece of equipment that is already making major so sorry about that. Obviously, I'm having some, like, loading issues right now that, yeah, thank you for all those emotes. Okay, wow. Everything seems to be working right now, maybe just, like, a little bit slow. If you guys want me to restart this 2-minute drill, I can. Let me know in the comments, and we could try to load this up again. I think obviously, like, I just have too much, probably too much, like, stuff going on my computer. Yeah, the stream definitely bugged out a little bit here. I see things are still a little laggy. I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing some, like, heavy duty AI coding and, like, building some different models, some different, like, machine learning models and things like that on my computer in the past few days. So that might be contributing a little bit to the choppiness where I have, like, some of these programs running in the background. So I'm sorry about that. If you guys want to try again. Oh. Okay, so we'll just skip the 2-minute drill for now. I hope it loads. Is it completely frozen now? No, guys, this is not like an internet problem. This is a me doing too much on my computer problem. Like, downloading a lot of these, like, very large libraries and, like, running a lot of the stuff in the background like I am. I really need to, like, close a lot of this stuff down and make sure that my stream is working, like, fully functioning. So I'm really sorry about that. Okay, I'm glad everything's fine now. Is there, like, a delay in the audio? Is that what it is? Or, just let me know. I want to make sure I get everything right and that, like, we have a good stream here, because I did want to talk about the torpedo bats, and truly, how this professional from MIT, Aaron Lenhart, he was able to design these bats. He's been doing this. Like, this isn't his first year working in Major League Baseball, but this is his first year really taking a whole team, the whole Yankees, and really identifying for each player, like, where, like, where kind of, like, the center of mass should be for them on each of the bats. And it does fall within Major League Baseball regulations, so there are no rules being broken here. And before long, all of these teams will be using the same bat. So while the Yankees have the advantage now, I guarantee, like, in the very near future, all of the teams are going to be on very equal footing here, and I'm sure he's getting calls from each one of them right now. So these are really cool because not only is it helping the players, it's creating a better fan experience as well, but really is, like, helping, like, helping reduce friction and increase velocity on the baseballs. So it's fantastic. It really is. And I think it just makes everything so much more interesting for the viewers and, for the participants as well. So I hope everyone does it soon. Too much. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I don't have that on my computer, but I am doing some stuff with AI right now. But you guys know me. When am I not doing stuff with AI? So yeah, let me know what you guys think about these torpedo bats. Do you like them? Do you not like them? Do you think everyone should just go back to the way things were? I personally think it's kind of beautiful, like how they're able to blend sports and science together. This is just my personal take, but feel free to throw in like any comments, you know, like dissenting opinions. That's fantastic as well. Throw it in the comment section, your opinion on this. But you know, I'm an analytical person, a data-driven person. You know, even though I have the look of like the blonde, you know, the blonde cheerleader girl, I really am like a data math person, and that's why I like coding and, you know, data science is so appealing to me, making these AI models and neural networks and large language models and different things like that. But I like that they're blending works, and we already know that this is happening. This is happening on so many different levels, from, you know, from just think about what the sports books are doing with computer vision and how they're able to track all the players, and not even just the players, but the players' movements, and get it very precise to see, like, are they off form today? Like, are they walking a little weird? Computers can pick that up much better than we can. And, you know, now that the sports books have all of this information, I mean, that's how they're utilizing data in a very real way. And I think it's cool now that sports leagues are actually using data using data and looking like, how can we perform better to bring this team to the next level, and we see it works. You know, I think it's smart that a lot of people are taking a more scientific approach in the area of sports, and I think that's where the area of sports and athletics is really going right now. It's going down, you know, the science route, and that's good. We want science-based evidence to show what really works versus what doesn't. So, oh no, the tiger's choked. Yeah. Yes, that's right, DJ Ray, queen of AI and cannabis. I know, that was a crazy lag. Basically, stop building AI stuff before the show, Ari. Okay, got it. Let's have a cannabis break and get back to some winning wagers. Yes, definitely. I could live with that for baseball today. Absolutely. I think Yankees run line is looking like such a good play. You could still get some nice good plus money on it. Plus, we already had a play today, so we'll just keep it going. If you want to keep winning with me every day, sign up for my free daily emails over at arielcalista.com. Easy peasy, right? Now, let's talk about Pistons versus Oklahoma City. I know you guys are wondering, what am I playing in the NBA? And right here, I gotta admit, I am liking a total. So this is a 9:40 p.m. Eastern game, so it starts a little bit later, but this opened up at 2:30 and a half. And oh, thank you so much. Chuck Science is talking about my new Substack post. By the way, everyone, if you haven't signed up for my Substack, please follow me on Substack. It's Ariel Calista, same thing as arielcalista.com, but just like substack.com / like the little @ sign. Ariel Calista, and that's how you'll find me. I've been doing so much writing there that really goes in depth, like with sports betting beyond what you just get on my daily report emails. And that's also because I have so much information for you guys, and I don't want to just like spam you with like 2, 3, 4 emails a day. Like, it's 1 email a day. That's what you're gonna get from me. And if you want more and you want to dive even further, go to my Substack. That is the place to do it for sure. And if you want to play in the NBA, take the over here in this Pistons Thunder game. Okay, so I wanted to do, you like that NBA over? Yeah, these NBA plays of the day that I've been putting in my morning email have been hitting. We've just been crushing it lately. We really have. Thanks so much, DJ Ray, for linking my Substack in here. So anyone who hasn't joined, join. It's free, it's easy, and it's super easy to create an account on Substack too if you haven't created one already. Like, just do it. You'll be learning so much. Everyone is fantastic on there. And that article about my great-grandmother on Substack, I have been written to by a few people asking about this, and it is true. Yes, my great-grandmother, you know, she came to America when she was 16, and just with her sister, like her and her sister, you know, the rest of her family, you know, died in the Holocaust, truthfully, and then she came to America. She learned how to, I mean, really, all she was doing was, you know, folding hospital corners in hotels, like, you know, doing different maid services, and eventually, like, worked her way up and saved money and became an investor in the Moulin Rouge, which is absolutely such an incredible story. If anyone knows about the history of Vegas and how it was a segregated Jim Crow town, you know, and Moulin Rouge really broke down a lot of those barriers. It, you know, really, you know, was a desegregated casino, and it was like the first casino that was, well, at least one of the first casinos that was doing, you know, like a lot of these shows that were, I guess now you'd say a little more adult oriented, you know, that drove a lot of the customers to Vegas and giving them the free meals and drinks and things that really came to be known with the town, like especially when the town only had like 5 casinos in it at the time. And you know, considering my family's been in Vegas since there was one stoplight, and just seeing like how this casino industry has grown and the sports books and everything that's come because of it, all I could say is I'm really happy to be doing what I'm doing and being a part of the sports betting field now, coming to this from a place of data and analytics and strategy and game theory, and playing with the house instead of against it. And that's it. And that's my strategy, and that's my lineage. So it does kind of feel like full circle, and now you guys know a little bit more about me, a little bit more about my history with the town. And truthfully, you know, like someone like my great-grandmother, she is such a pillar in my family. She died right before I was born, so I never got the chance to meet her, but everyone always told stories about her, and she's, what can you say? She's a wonderful woman and a legacy, a true legacy. Yeah, definitely. She was an influential woman, that is for sure. An icon. Alright, so now you guys know a little bit more about me. Thanks so much, Derek. I appreciate it. Thanks, DJ Ray. I'm glad to share with you guys a little bit more of my history in Vegas, and you know, I do kind of look like I just popped up out of nowhere on the sports scene, but truthfully, I mean, it is in my DNA. I'd say probably more, you know, truly ingrained in my DNA than even I realized for a long time. So it is cool, and yeah, I definitely feel honored to be related to, you know, be the great-grandchild of someone who was so influential in Las Vegas, creating the Moulin Rouge, being one of the main investors in it. So that's amazing. And this is at a time when women literally couldn't even have their own bank accounts. So shout out to her, breaking down all the barriers. All right, so I did want to play a fun, quick little game called Secret Smoker. I think you guys are going to like this a lot. This is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to give you 3 famous people. They're going to be from like the sports world, the celebrity world, etc. One of them definitely smokes weed. One of them does not smoke weed, like at all. Never touches cannabis. And the third one has been arrested, or at least like given suspensions because of cannabis. And you're gonna have to guess who is who. So throw your guesses in the chat and let's get started with the first list. We have Michael Phelps, Brittany Griner, and Tom Brady. Like, if you don't get this, this one's a layup. Like, this should be very easy. So, which one is who? Who's definitely openly talking about how they smoke cannabis, has been arrested, and who doesn't touch weed at all? That is true. Yeah, not a lot of investors back then in Vegas, truthfully. This was before hedge funds came and took over town and corporate America. Brittany. Yep. I think everyone knows this one. Yes, she was. Brady, none. That's true. Griner. That's for sure. And Phelps does smoke. Yep, Griner did get arrested for that. That one was good. You guys knew it. Guessed it all correctly. That was a layup. All right. So let's do this next one. Lance Armstrong, Usain Bolt, or Nate Newton. Which one is which? Nate Newton, Lance Armstrong, Usain Bolt. You guys did so good with the first round. I think we're gonna come right back with this next round. I feel it. So take your guesses. If you need me to repeat it, Lance Armstrong, Usain Bolt, Nate Newton. You know, he does sometimes, but he is strictly like no cannabis. No clue on any of these. Oh no, come on guys. I feel like just show in whatever you think. Like, it's no pressure, honestly. Just whatever vibe feels right. There are no wrong answers here. But yeah, this is that is true. Usain Bolt is very, very open about, you know, loving weed, especially like post-retirement. Definitely has a lot of jokes about cannabis and his cannabis use. What are you saying about Lance? I was a little confused. Oh, yeah, no. Well, Lance was a cute, but you know what? He doesn't do any cannabis. Lance Armstrong, he doesn't touch cannabis, like, at all. Seriously. And, yep, that's true. Nate Newton, believe it or not, he was arrested trafficking over 200 pounds of weed. That's right. No way they would catch Bolt. I agree with that. Exactly. I feel like if you're from Jamaica, you just, like, it's kind of part of the culture. I mean, I dig it though. It's just a plant. Like, we gotta stop trying to police everyone over a plant. I don't know. I guess I think you should be able to, if you're an adult, is it really worse for you than alcohol? Like, can we start? funny joke, Derek. Seriously. Okay, let's do this last one. Serena Williams, Rihanna, and Travis Kelce. So, got some athletes, got some celebrity in there. Serena Williams, Rihanna, or Travis Kelce. Like, which one is which? This is... this is gonna be a tougher one, but I think you guys will get this. Like, you guys are really smart, so I think you got this. Which one is smoking weed like me? Anyone want to just throw in something? You don't have to worry about getting it right. This is just for fun. Rihanna definitely likes to sit back, have a nice little blunt, or, you know, I don't think I've actually seen her smoke a pre-roll, but I think I've seen pictures of her smoking a blunt. Maybe she has smoked a pre-roll. I'm sure if you, I mean, come on, if you smoke weed, you smoke everything, right? At least me. Actually, Serena Williams really doesn't smoke weed. She stays very clean. And yes, you're right with that. Yeah, Travis Kelce got in trouble. He actually got suspended from his college football team in 2010 because he failed a drug test for weed. I guess he was partying a little too hard in college and smoking all those greens, and can't do that when you're getting drug tested. That's for sure. So, yeah. No, Riri is an island girl, and honestly, like, her vibes, it just makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so let's dive into a couple more plays. This is all I have for you today. Woohoo! Yay! I'm glad you're able to stop in, Chris. All right, let's dive into my last two NBA plays. One of them starts in just a few minutes, and that is the Kings versus Wizards game. This is a 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern game, so it's already 6:40. Time has flown by, but I am liking the Kings spread. This opened up at -11.5, went to -13, then went to -13.5 on quite a bit of Kings money. So the money is backing this move. It's moving in the right direction, and yeah, it's looking like a nice little play on the spread there. And the other play that I'm looking at, so this is a little bit later, this is in 2 hours from now, and that is the Hawks-Mavericks game. And I'm looking at the total here. It opened up at 237.5, and it went to 240. First, there was level 5 money on the over, and then the money diminished a little bit, like it's level 4 money now, but I still like it. I still like it on, you know, the level 4 money, and sitting at 240 right now. Nice little play on the over. I definitely feel like we have a few overs tonight, so I know you guys like that. I know you guys like when I play overs, so definitely have a few of those for you tonight. And let's just run down all of my plays. I know we've done a lot of talk today, and of course anything that you guys would like me to analyze, break down before the show is over, feel free to throw it in the chat and I will do that live on air. But in the meantime, let's look at some of these plays that I like. So we already were winning earlier today with that over in the Cardinals game. That was great. Yeah, that Tigers money line fell apart, and it just seems like that whole game fell apart. I don't know. Yankees run line, love that. Lock that in at +166. You could still get it for a nice plus money number. So if you want to play run line, and you guys know I'm the run line whisperer, I would take that Yankees run line right now because it's looking good. Then I like the over in the Pistons Thunder game, so that's at 9:40. Oh yes, that's right, Derek. Then I'm also taking over in the Hawks Mavericks game. So there you have my two overs, over in a Pistons Thunder game, over in the Hawks Mavericks game, and finally this game starts in just a few minutes. And that is Kings minus 13.5 against the Wizards. Looking really good, and it starts in just a few minutes. So those are all of my plays for tonight. Wow, I think we covered everything. And yeah, next show, when I don't have all this AI stuff running in the background, I will make sure to show you the 2-minute drill that I had for you guys today. But wow, that was some of the worst lag I've ever seen. Like, even just trying to get things to start working again, like, it just felt like my entire computer wanted to freeze. But that happens. This like MacBook Pro, you could still you know, if you're me, you're always just using everything to like its maximum power and capabilities, I guess. So and if you have any questions about any of the projects I'm building, feel free to ask me about it, and you know, I would love to answer any of your questions. So yeah, thank you so much for linking my Substack, DJ Ray, and reminding everyone to hit the thumbs up button. It's free, it's easy to do. That helps me so much, especially as a small content creator. Like, I would love if we could really grow our channel and start adding in all of these new features. But to be able to add in all of these amazing features like emotes and things, we all have to start sharing the word and spreading the word and telling other people about it, so then we can start adding in all of these new features and really growing our community together. And how amazing would that be, where we're all sharing insider tips and handicapping and, you know, giving each other pointers. That's what we're trying to build here, and that's Sports Betting Illuminated. We're all sharing, you know, the best sports betting tips with each other and creating a responsible wagering environment where, you know, we're learning, but we're also able to make a profit from sports betting and to help each other, so that it really can be a successful endeavor for each and every single one of us. And that's what we're building here. I want to give a big shout out to the wonderful lady that my great grandmother is, and all the amazing work that she did, really, and helping build Vegas into what it is today, truthfully, because before that it was, you know, it was just a desert and a gym, and she truly flipped that on its head. So, you know, big shout out to her. I feel really lucky to follow in that path, and, you know, hopefully I'll go and do great things in the sports wagering world and carry some of that energy with me and pass it forward. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, those are all my plays for tonight. Good luck on all of your wagers, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful winning evening. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you all back here bright and early Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. Don't forget to like and subscribe and sign up for my free daily emails just by clicking the Stay in Touch button at arielcalista.com. Thanks so much, everyone.